Ooh, and take the cat with you. Take the cat with you. She's about to knock the whole thing over. Ooh, sorry, baby girl, sorry. Oh my gosh, that was chaotic. Hopefully I will decide later to cut that out, but hi you guys. I had planned to have everything all ready before I started this, but I have decided that this is going to be as truthful as possible because I overdid it yesterday. Completely overdid it. I woke up this morning and it felt like I pulled every muscle in my body because I had overdid it the day before that. Yeah. So Tuesday I did about 2.5 hours of intense yard work with power tools, mind you. And then I did a day of intense shopping, heavy lifting, and walking. So 2 days of just my body telling me it did not want to be here. So we are filming in bed. That's what all the chaos is behind me. The idea was to start the video once I had already gone through my makeup routine or my skin prep routine, but I cannot reach the cameras from where I am. And so we're starting where we are and we're gonna end when the alarms go off. I had planned to change, I planned to do my hair, I planned to do everything, but it is what it is. If we run out of time, the alarms go off, I'm gonna hit my buzzer. Richard's gonna run in here. He's gonna grab me the cameras and we're gonna switch. And so let's just do it. Let's run through everything super quick. I have got a little table here that TikTok can see, but YouTube cannot. I made a little desk out of styrofoam, and here's what we're doing. We are not doing any powder except for on the eyes. So I have my entire tray of supplies here and we're just gonna plow through it. I know it looks like a lot, but like I said, it is all of my tools. It is all of my skin prep. So we have our brushes, our mirrors, our skin prep. All right, so the face is washed, but we are gonna go through with the micellar water just to clean it up. Guys, I tried to find this on Amazon and to order some new because I am obviously getting very low. I couldn't find it. So what are your favorite toners? This one was replacing the one that I'd been using for 2 decades. So this is the Rapid Clear 2-in-1 Fight and Fade toner from Neutrogena, and it is supposed to fade the scars, or not the scars, but like the discoloration from acne. So what I'm looking for something that will fight current acne, will fade the look of, you know, redness. I want to find something that maybe helps with the hyperpigmentation, maybe fine lines. I don't know, but you know, I am 43. I need some help. So what are your favorite toners, especially for oily and acne prone skin and older skin, right? Let me know. Help me out. Okay, we are rushing through this. I did just wash my face, but like I said, oily, and that is not what we want. We are not going anywhere. This is just for my therapist. Why? Because she loves me and she knows that I always feel better when I have done my makeup. And she loves that I'm making content. She sees that I get in less internet fights. My gosh, I have not had drama in Facebook groups in like months. I don't know. I guess I don't have time because I'm setting up these shoots. I'm editing. I'm like coming up with content ideas. I don't know. I guess I'm just like over it. So anyway, I guess it's good. So we are not like gonna, you know, worry about getting everything super perfect. But I thought, you know what? If I can't get out of bed, let's roll with it, because this is the reality for a lot of the people in my, you know, target demographic. So I haven't done a makeup from bed tutorial in a very long time. So now we're going in with our moisturizer with SPF. Because I'm not leaving, this is going to be enough. But if I were going outside, I would be adding a setting spray with SPF. I would be adding SPF all over my body. Sometimes I will add an actual tinted sunscreen. It just depends on how much exposure to the sun I plan on getting. But since this is just my skin prep step, I'm just using it as my moisturizing step because why not? Doesn't hurt, and you never know. I might end up trying to walk out some of these cramps later. So always prep your skin, even if you don't think you're heading down. All right, and I'm rushing through this. I have zero idea what time it is. I don't have any other like clocks in here. I guess maybe I could like turn on my tablet if I start getting a little like antsy about time. It's probably a good idea. I'll do it once I like get this step done. So next we're gonna go in with primer. This is the Joa Blurring Matte Primer with vitamin B5, and I am just gonna go in with a little bit straight onto the face. It's got this neat little applicator tip that's gonna let me do it. For reference, I'm at a 1x on the TikTok camera as usual. The beauty filter has been turned off, and I am at a 2.2 on the YouTube camera. It is, so far I literally cannot reach it, which is the reason for the chaotic intro. And so hopefully the quality is a little bit better. Obviously the lighting is different today, but the last one I filmed for 4th, it was a little grainy, but I don't know, I'm not a tech person. Yeah, it was a little weird last time, so hopefully something's different on that end, but you guys will have to let me know. So now that we are primed, I am going to grab a makeup wipe so that I can, oh, actually, the benefits of being in bed, I have got this great headboard behind me with all kinds of cubbies, and I keep a hand sanitizer wipe. This one's antibacterial, so that I can keep my hands clean. And we'll just use this instead. Oop, I was in it with two, but that's not a bad thing. I will quickly reach over and turn on my tablet so I have an idea of what time it is. 5:25. Okay, it is not as bad as I thought, except for the fact that I need to plug it in. Also, I hope I'm being loud enough as I make more noise. I do have a fan and my AC going, although I realize the fan is going right into, give me a second, I swear I can do more than one thing at a time, but I'm not proving it right now. Couple things, sorry. One, can you pull those down because it's blocking the fan? And two, can you wet this? So get it wet in the sink and then squeeze it out, and like really squeeze it out. It's all still filming, but I'll cut it out. And then a little bit more. When my alarm goes off, I'll have to call you again because I won't be able to reach to reset the videos to start my call. Really wish I'd had a chance to put a bra on, but thankfully you can't see it in the cameras. Thanks. Make sure you kill the lights. Thank you. All right, and that was about 5 minutes for me, and thanks to the magic of AI cut, just about 2 seconds for you. So I am back, and we now know that I have about an hour and a half, which is excellent. I am moving faster than I thought I was. Usually I really speed up the film, but I feel like I don't have to for that section. So anyway, I now have a wet sponge as well. So we're gonna go in with the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation. And if you are my shade match, we are in shade 120. We're gonna give that a couple pumps and go in with a light layer all over. And I did, yes, just drop some on my shirt and my little makeshift desk here, but it's all right. Everything is washable. I do actually have some of these desks on my wish list. I just haven't gotten to them yet. And we are, like I said, just going in for a light layer. For how thin this makeup is, it really gives nice coverage on the skin. Just very natural. Covers up a multitude of sins. Make sure to get your ears and blend down your neck. Just, you know, our usual. And a tip, if you are an anxiety-ridden baddie like me, look up when you're applying your foundation to your forehead and just take a deep breath and relax. I find if I'm trying to look into a mirror dead on, I tend to raise my eyebrows and wrinkle my forehead. And I end up patting over those little crepey wrinkles. And so I've got to just let them relax, or otherwise I'm going to pat the foundation right over those and end up settling into those very fine lines. I am very grateful that at this point I don't have large wrinkles, especially around my eyes and on my forehead, but I do have those very fine textured lines, and I've got to remind myself to relax my face so that I don't emphasize those. But I count myself very lucky to have gotten to the ripe old age of 43 before I've had to really worry about that. And I'm just making minor little adjustments for that. Nothing too big. All right, moving on swiftly here. I'm going to take my concealer and just do a very light layer where I need a little extra coverage. So that for me is going to be my T-zone right up here, a little bit through here, definitely around my nose, and a little bit under the chin. And I'm going to pat that back out using the same sponge. We may or may not have a feline visitor, and if he knocks over one or more of the cameras, I apologize. We'll get back into it as soon as we can. This sponge is on its last legs. I got a pack of 4, and they're awesome, super squishy. They get real big when you wet them, but as with anything, it has a shelf life, and I think this one's just about ready for retirement. I believe I mentioned it at the start, but this one is going to be a zero powder look except for eyeshadow. I don't want anything cakey or heavy because I'm going to be sweating and I'm not leaving the house, probably. If anything, maybe just a quick stretch of walking around the neighborhood so that my muscles don't seize up too badly. All right, so now we get to play. Speaking of eyes, let's go right into it. Just decided I'm gonna keep it simple, kind of fun and classic. So I'm gonna set up a basic brown smoky eye. Let's pull out my eyeshadow brushes first. That way I'm not digging around too much. All right, that ought to do it. Looks like I remembered to bring my primer. So we're gonna go into the e.l.f. Lock It Down eyeshadow primer. Now, recently I saw that there's a couple people that don't like this primer. So I think that there might be 2 camps on this one. So are you camp e.l.f. shadow primer or not? Let me know in the comments. Now, it's really just the fact that I've been using this for a very long time. So, and I haven't really tried a lot of other ones, but it did kind of fail me when I was working my Pride looks. So if you have alternatives, if you have alternatives that you like better, let me know. I'll try them out. I do like how kind of sticky and grippy this dries out, but I don't know if it works with all formulas of eyeshadows. So yeah, just let me know what you think. Okay, give that a second to fully dry down. And I will wipe off a couple of these brushes, make sure they're ready to go. I do that. Ooh. This one had a nice bright blue on it from the last time. And this one is red. See how handy this is? I just got everything I need. All right, so going into, of course, my Moonlight Magic palette from the Gothic Beauty Collection from Profusion Cosmetics. We're gonna go right into cryptic and just lay that down the outer V of the lid. I'm not taking it very far out. Like I said, we're going to keep this very simple and just up slightly over the crease, a bit like that. We're going to do the same on the other side. So the next collection has dropped from Profusion. I'm really excited about it. It's the Peanuts collection, so Snoopy, Linus, Lucy, the whole gang, and they have a putty highlighter that looks gorgeous. It's this golden color, and there's a pH changing blush, I think it was, and this absolutely gorgeous eyeshadow palette that I'm just drooling all over already. You know how I am, so I'm excited about that one. I swear one day they'll notice me. One day. I might be about 64 by that time, but I don't know. I think I'm going to be a hot granny, which of course will be an honorary title since I don't have kids. All right, next we're going to go in with something a little bit denser. We're going to take that into Sorrow. Just pop that all over the rest of the lid space. And again, taking that all the way up just above the crease and blending them into where they meet. All right, now we're going to take our little cone brush. We're going to take it right into, I have two really good options. So we've got Transcendent and we've got Outcast. I think I'm going to go into Outcast. It's more of a true gold color. Outcast has a bit of a blend of gold and a very dark bronze. We're going to load up Transcendent. And again, we're using the shape of the cone, really get deep into this inner corner and repeat it on the other side. And this is going to give us a really intense glittery pop. All right, now we're going to switch. We're going to go into our Sapphires palette. And with our finger, we're going to go into the color Destiny. Really load up that shimmer. It's going to look like that. With our finger, we're going to go right over the top of that lid. Sweep it on and then tap to blend. And now you can see the difference between what a shimmer does and what a glitter does. All right, and to finish it off, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I still can't get Outcast out of my head, so we're gonna go ahead, go back in. We're gonna use that Outcast along the bottom lash. I think I saw just a little bit of fallout, so we're gonna swipe that away and go in underneath our eyes with Outcast on a very thin flat brush. Oops, sorry YouTube. Better? All right, now on the top, let's sharpen that real quick. There we go. We're gonna take the Color Spell Long Lasting Kohl Eyeliner in the color Charcoal, and we're gonna go in and just do a quick little line across the top lashes, and just a quick cutesy little wing like that. In case you missed it, let me do it one more time over here. Maybe. Okay. I pull it across the top like so. Now, when we get to the bottom, or to the end, we're gonna go where the two lashes connect, or yeah, two rows of lashes connect. We're gonna pretend that the bottom lash line is gonna continue. We're just gonna, whoop, one more time, flick it. Whoop. When you get it to where you want it, you're gonna take it back, connect it to the top line, fill it in, drag it to clean it, and there you go. Clean up your cutesy little line, and there you have it. Cutesy little wings don't have to be hard. Once you just decide that you don't want to be anxious over it anymore, you don't have to be. And there's our finished eye look. We will go back in at the end with a little bit of mascara if we have time. Okay. So let's tame these brows real quick and we'll get to the rest of the face. All right, going in of course with the NYX Brow Glue in the shade Dark Brown. Run up through these super fast because y'all have seen me do them a million times at this point. There's one done. All right, I keep covering myself over on YouTube and I keep smudging over on this side too, so I definitely apologize. Clean my act up real quick. Don't know what's going on here, so it's just on this left side, so yeah, I think that's good enough. All right, so let's move on to the rest of the face. We're gonna go with some blush. I'm gonna give this liquid highlighter one more chance since we are doing no powder today. We're gonna go with our contour. I think I'm almost out and She Glam is having issues, so I may have to find myself a new liquid contour. Wish me luck. Okay, yep, and then we're gonna do our lips, and we are actually, did I really just bang that out that fast? Y'all, I just killed that. I am so proud of myself. Of course, I'm gonna have an alarm going off in about 5 minutes to take my meds. And I'm not gonna be able to reach it to turn it off. This could be a problem. How about I pause it, get some help, and then we'll get back to it. All right, we're back. And TikTok just saw that entire thing. I have adjusted to be a little bit closer on the YouTube camera. Well, a little more zoomed in. So we'll see if it's a little bit better. It ended up getting turned off and then it fell over a cat, and that'll be a fun little blooper. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Let's go into, let's grab the brushes. Go into my contour. Let's maybe snatch this a little bit. Go a little bit higher than usual. It's a little bit higher on the left than I wanted, but we'll work with it. That down. Pull that way up on this side. Well, I did not get that even whatsoever. So, when in doubt, just add a little bit more. Problem is my natural shadows are tripping me out right now. Where did I think that'll work. I think that will work. All right, and just blend. See, this color is just so naturally right for me that I'll just blend so well. You know, if I can get just like 4 more of these, I think I'll be good. And honestly, you guys, I know that Shein and Shein, the morals there, and with the tariffs and just like literally there's so much moral gray area that we're dealing with, and I understand that. Being Asian American and being Indonesian and knowing the conditions of that the workers there, I've seen it firsthand. So I do understand that there's a lot that we're dealing with as far as, you know, deplorable conditions. I get it, I do. But at a certain point, budget has to come into it. The fact that there's only so much that individual consumers, like if 52% of the population is going to vote for people that is not going to make the rules that our own companies aren't going to, I don't even know how to word what I'm trying to say. Like if our own people aren't fighting to make it so that we don't have to rely on that kind of product, like it wouldn't be something that we would even be having there'd be no conversation about buying it if regulations and conditions were such in America that American products could compete, right? So I don't know, vote for people that will actually make a difference here, and we can kind of look into that as much as possible. I don't want to be, and I won't be buying products that support that kind of thing, but there's only so much I can do personally. And I know that sounds awful, and it really is. Anyway, getting back into it. Let's go in this gorgeous purple blush from Profusion. Honestly, I need to look into the Profusion contours. I've been so enamored with their other products that I just haven't really looked at it. So that's probably going to be the alternative that I want. Okay, moving forward. We placed our contour super high up, so we're going to also place the blush super high up and just give it a light little dusting. Again, I'm covering y'all, I know I said my body hurt, but I think my brain hurts too. Probably should not have committed to even doing a video today. I'm just that exhausted, but it is what it is. So I've tried to think, how do I give this blush or highlighter its best chance, right? What is gonna make this work? And I think this might have to be it. I don't want to ruin this brush because I actually like this, but I think this is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand and then use a brush to apply it. Let me try it again. I'm supposed to be able to like pick up the product and then like, okay, now we've probably got way too much. Boy, wish me luck, y'all. We're just gonna top. You know what? That's not awful. It's not awful. I don't love it. I guess it's not awful. Let's see. All right, I mean, it's given something. It's still like super glittery. I think if I had powdered, it would be breaking it up, but because I haven't powdered, I mean, you can even see from the back of my hand just how glittery it is. But there it is, YouTube. See that? Anyway, moving on. I gave it a second chance. See, I'm not an awful human being. I even grabbed this mascara again to give it a second chance. I'm not an awful person. I do try. There's got to be a way that these things actually work. Otherwise, they wouldn't have gone to market, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and give this another shot. So I did look to see if there was like anything I'd missed on the listing when I bought this, and it didn't say that there was like a special way to like apply it or anything. Okay, let's give it its best shot. Let's curl the hell out of these lashes. So like I always say, this eye, lashes are always gorgeous the second I wake up, but we're giving it its best chance. Let's curl the hell out of this side too. So let's just get right up in there. Curl, curl some more, let go more. All right, giving it another shot. So this is the Maybelline, the Colossal Curl Bounce. Let's go right into it. I'm going to start on the left because I just curled it, so I'm giving it its best shot. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, I'm being very gentle with it. I'm still seeing clumps, but I feel like if I'm just barely touching them, like normally I get like really dig in, wiggle it, like flick it all the way through, but I almost feel like if I'm just like brushing it onto the tips and like getting it very delicately on there, like just kind of doing it in like little wispy strokes, it's actually rather pretty. Wait, is that the key? Is it like painting just the outer edges of it? Is that what we need to do? Are we having a comeback for this? All right, now let's go to the nice eye. If it can do that on this side, wait. This is not my mirror. What is happening? Sorry I'm not narrating, but all of a sudden my pretty side is not so pretty. Where are the rest of my lashes? Hello, lashes. Where are you? Hello? Y'all, this video. What is this video? Okay, well, apparently they're just clumping funny. So they're still there. No need to, like, whew. All right, well, I'm not saying this is my favorite mascara. I probably won't buy it again, but it's not as bad as I thought. This side actually looks pretty good, so I'm not super mad at it. Okay. we're doing okay here. All right, lips. I was not in a good headspace last night. Obviously, I was really in a lot of pain, so my lips are not in good shape. I really pulled at them really badly. The SH was in the house last night, so don't look at them, don't judge them. Oh, okay, they're actually like really sore. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, go to TikTok and watch the bloopers. There are some doozies. Anyway, let's finish this up. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Lifter Liner in the shade 07 Big Lift. It's a pinky brownish nude color. I'm just gonna go in and line them, hopefully without covering the YouTube camera. This is probably my favorite lip liner that I own. I need to get more of them. Not the best lining work, but it is not the liner's fault. It is 100% user error. It was quite painful actually lining right in this area. I need to do better. I was gonna say I'm not a teen, but honestly, I started doing that when I was much younger. There's a reason I'm doing this before therapy, y'all. Let's just be real. Okay, going in now with the Super Stay Vinyl Ink in the shade 35 Cheeky, and this will cover all the sins. I think I said that earlier today. What was I saying that about? I don't remember. Okay, I really should have exfoliated, but should have done a lot of things. All right. Oh, and if I haven't said it lately, these smell like birthday cake. So nice. All right, I'm going with our dessert theme. Gonna finish it all off with the NYX Professional Makeup, the Marshmallow Setting Spray. Delish. Let that dry down. All right, and that is a full face in bed. Let me get up as close as I can. I would love to be able to get a little bit closer to the YouTube camera. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm sorry. Like I said, go head over to TikTok. I will try to snap some pictures. I've got a little bit of time, so I will snap some pictures. I think I should be able to have a bra on before I start my therapy. Let me put my hair down, let you guys see what it looks like. With it down. Do we like it better? Down? What do we think? Yeah, a little bit, maybe. All right. So, like always, stay safe. Be kind to yourself. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. All right, go ahead and stop the cameras.